going on, my reefing fam? March here, Fragbox TV. I want to just let you know that the best customer of the year award, not you, Cola, goes to Zachary. Congrats, Zachary. You won customer of the year award. Why? Look at this. He loves us. Look at this. Donuts. Not just any donuts. He brought, what kind of donuts? Side check of the day. What flavor is this?
Rose pistachio.
Cheers. Love you, Zachary. Love you. I love you, Zachary. Thank you. Love you. This is how you get in our good books at Fragbox. We are little fatties here. You feed us, we love you. Too many ideas?
Yeah, that's what happens to me.
Too many projects. The store, too many things, too many projects. This weekend was really busy. Too much going on. What can we update you guys on? Let's blog update the fellow reefing fam. I think I want to do one a week. Kind of keep you updated with what's going on in the store because stuff is always changing here. We are never stopping. Are you leaving? You done? You done for the day? Bye, Tia. Hey, great day. Air was this. Air props. She's the best. Today was busy. I messed up on staffing. That is my job. Payroll, staffing. Make sure everyone comes to work. I forgot Dylan switched schedules. He's no longer here. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This is boring. Why am I talking about hours? You guys don't want to hear about who works here and when they work here. You want to talk corals. That's what we're about. This is not Fragbox hours. This is not Frag payroll. This is Fragbox corals. Only issue is not too much going on here. Look at this, quite empty. We've been very, very busy. So what happens is this hobby is quite seasonal. That's what my experience has been over the past 10 years. Summertime comes, gets nice outside, people go out and go camping and ride bikes, have barbecues, get drunk on the beach, do whatever you do in the nice summer weather. We live up here in Canada. We get about 5-6 good months of the year. And then it gets dark and cold and feels like Antarctica. It's depressing. It's 7:30 here right now. Let me show you outside. This has become the weather channel. It gets dark. Oh, it's darker than it looks on the camera. It's quite dark. And what happens in the winter, you can't go outside because it's miserable and cold. And people come back to the hobby and they spend more time indoors paying attention to their tank. That's all a theory. I haven't proven it, except that I can tell you that in wintertime, when we're doing shipping, we're doing, sorry, I'm burping. We're doing 4 to 5 times the volume we do in the summer. We have more staff here working in the winter. We're overwhelmed with orders. We have a lot more corals and it's starting to pick up again. We're in September. You can see the beds are starting to get a little dry, a little empty. And that's why I've set up that new tank in the basement. Let me go show you the tank that's downstairs. Let's go to the basement. This is the basement song. So the idea behind this tank here was to be able to bring in more orders more often. Ooh, ATO alarm, what's going on? So every one of our tanks has an ATO. I just walked down here, I hear one going off. I think it's our fish system. So let me unplug this. I think it's this one. See, Tunzi 3155. Yeah, that's I'll get back to that. Unplug you, sorry. Second sidetrack of the day. Oh, there we go. Looking nice. I will do the final video wrapping it up. I've just got to put on the finishing touches on the system, glue in this pipe, build some frag racks. If you want to see, I'll show you how I did that. Clean up the wiring. As you know, if you're following the channel, I'm trying to do a better job on the wiring. I'm trying to get cleaner and be more organized and not have messy disaster of wiring. So I want to clean up all this, but it's looking pretty good. Like the light's up and it lights this thing beautifully. On the other farm system that I gracefully crashed, I think I'm gonna switch to T5. I don't know, I'm on the fence. I forgot how much I love T5 and Reef Bright. It just illuminates the tank beautifully. Corals look awesome. Thank you again a million times. I can't say thank you enough. People who have brought in corals and donated it back to us. You guys make me warm and fuzzy feelings inside. It was unnecessary. I wasn't expecting that. The response from the community. If you're just joining us on the channel, we had a very stupendous crash. Go back and watch the video. I think we called it We Killed Everything. This tank was full of corals for years. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is thank you, thank you, thank you. You know who you are. You brought stuff in. It wasn't necessary. This tank, the idea is I want to bring in shipments more often and have this tank, you know, basically full of coral, you know, order in 20, 30 hammers, colonies of hammers, and then bring them upstairs as we need them. So I can keep the beds upstairs more full. It's just going to give us more room to hold. And it puts us in a better position with our suppliers. This is a disaster right now. This is going to get all cleaned up. Same thing, holding for acro. holding for zoas and LPS. And then that one, when I finally get around to it, is going to be a grow out for mushroom, soft coral, zinnia, GSP, all that fun stuff. But like I was saying, it puts us in a better position with our suppliers, because when we order more often, it's really dark and dingy down here. And I think this basement is haunted. If anyone wants to hear, I had a crazy experience years ago when I built the store down here. It's like my only paranormal experience I ever had. It's really freaky. Yeah, I'll talk about it another time. It's really weird. It gives me goosebumps until today. But our suppliers, when we can order more, if I can order $5,000, $10,000 more worth of coral, they like that, obviously, and it puts us in a better position. We get to cherry pick, we get better corals, we get first access to corals. So it's going to be good for them, it's going to be good for us, it's going to be good for our customers that can bring in larger shipments. It is kind of a pain in the butt to bring them in. It's not fun work. You've seen me do some of the other unboxing videos. Fish, what's going on over here? Let's take a break from the corals. Kind of low on fish, Frags, we got a lot. You know what? I should do a walkthrough. I don't think I've ever done a walkthrough on the frags. Have I? Remind me. I don't think so. Tia, look at this. Tia's gone nuts. She just all the glass is dirty. You know what? This was not the time to do a video. The glass is disgusting in the store. It was really, really busy on the weekend. We're changing up some of the staff, training new people. So yeah, glass a little dirty. I'm a little OCD. We try to keep it very clean in the store, but she has changed the rock work. I guess she was bored one day. She is very, what's the word I'm looking for? Brave. She's very brave. I cannot do stuff like this. I can't, when I have a rock work set up or have a tank looking good, I don't touch it. I cement it together, and I'm always trying to keep it looking exactly the same. I don't like change. I'm not as artistic or freestyled as she is. She has the touch when it comes to rock work. You guys have agreed and chat on me on the other video, and I'll give props where it's due. She's got skills. She knows what she's doing, but she completely rescaped this side of the tank. The rock's all different. She's moved the gardens and corals around. I'm not like that. When I have it set up, that's basically it, and I'll add corals here and there, but I never do these sort of dramatic changes the way she does, especially with this tank. This got a complete overhaul on this side of the tank here. Just completely pulled out a rock. Who cares? Let's start again. And that's pretty cool. She's studied art in school. She's artistic. Dylan's tank looking amazing as always. I want to do, I think I'm going to do a walkthrough in the next video here. There's a lot more frags than, we have a lot of frags usually, but you've seen the other videos when I do the coral walkthroughs of all the new colonies, but I don't think I've ever done one when I really kind of stop and walk you through, each individual frag that's in here, and then we'll see how you guys react, respond, stuff like that, and maybe do a video like that talking about favias, lapastrias, more favias, different kinds of zoas, galaxias, Hollywood stunners. This chalice here that's gone absolutely bonkers. I don't know why it's $10 or why anyone hasn't grabbed it yet. It should be more than that, but sometimes you find stuff, there are little deals. You know what I like to do in the store? Ooh, secret. Let's do secret time. We do sidetrack of the day. How about we do secret of the day? Sometimes I'll take a coral that's like 20, 30, 40 bucks, and I'll just take one and move it over here. I'd like to see, why am I whispering? There's no one else here in the store. It's just us. I like to see how long it takes for that piece to sell. So you know what? Let's do it right now. I got you guys along. Watch. You guys are going to come in tomorrow and snag them. Green Ghani, 30 bucks. How about 10 bucks? You know what? When I was in the hobby, when I was in the hobby, it's okay. I separate my life from hobbyist before business owner, and then after business owner. So I'm still in the hobby, still a hobbyist. It's a different world for me to run something like this, kind of on this scale. Still a hobbyist, a little bit different. When I was not the store owner here, when I was not in operation, not in business, I would love going into stores. And I started when I was 14, 15. I was a broke-ass kid. I didn't have money to do this. My parents didn't like the hobby. I was enamored and completely in love with it. I didn't have money to spend. I had to cut grass. I had to do all the normal things 15-year-olds did, and I wasted it. I wasted every penny. Okay, not wasted, but I spent all of it on this, every waking hour, moment. But because I didn't have a lot of money, I'd go to the stores and look at what I could find underneath the rack, stuff like this. And then ask store owners or guys that work there, how much for this little mushroom? How much for this little GSP? That was so fun for me, was like getting a deal on corals, and I can see customers light up when they find something you know, you kind of feel like, ooh, yeah, I got something. Everyone likes to get a deal. So I think that's part of the reason why I do it. And I just like customers to find treasure. So let's do another one. This is some Pineapple Express zoanthids. We'll stick this one over here, 10 bucks. Oh, I'm kind of curious to see what the comments are going to be like this. Oh, why don't you put the bounce mushroom for $10? I know, that's not going to happen, buddy. Or might, who knows? Let's do one more. Why don't we do, oh, that's too much. No. I was looking at the long tentacle toadstool leathers. So how about, what do we have a lot of? Blastomusa merletti. Look at these beauties right here. This is a very unusual blasto that has these tiny, tiny polyps compared to your regular Welsie. They're about quarter of the size, and they grow in a kind of taller vertical fashion instead of the other type that's, like right over here, like these ones. They grow larger, like coin-sized heads and closer to the rock. But anyways, not to get sidetracked. Let's stick this guy over here. I think we'll do one more. We'll see how long they last. How about a Galaxia? I wish I had, you know, why don't we do a live video? How do we do that? You know what? I'm new to YouTube. Thank you very much to the subscribers out there. We've been doing this about 6-7 months now. Response has been great. And actually probably the best marketing tool. I didn't intend for it to be marketing. I didn't understand how powerful YouTube was. I always thought Instagram was the best and the king of marketing. Wrong. I'm going to tell you, YouTube, 100 times better. People come in the store, saw the channel, love the channel. Oh my God, March, nice to meet you. Phone calls from all over the world. I didn't expect this sort of response at all. It's been incredible. And I'm telling you, honestly and truly, I love making the videos. It's past closing. There's no one here. And I can't get enough of this stuff. I can talk about it all day. I could do 2-hour-long videos. How do we do live stuff? People keep giving us comments like do a live chat, seminar, something like that. I would love to set up a table here, 4 chairs, get the staff members, throw this thing on a tripod so it'll stop bouncing around because I know you guys are tired of my shaky hand, and like sit down and have like a discussion, open a laptop, you guys shoot us questions, and then the 4 staff members here at the store with our 40-50 years of combined reefing experience can kind of answer questions and be more interactive and engaged. We'll hook up microphones. I want to figure out how to do that. So if anybody out there is watching and wants to shoot me some tips, I guess you could also go on YouTube and learn, but I'm just sharing my ideas with you. That's something I would really like to do. And if you guys would like to be a part of it, you know, hit me up, let me know in the comments. I guess that'll be the question of the day. I talk a lot, if you haven't noticed, and I ask a lot of questions, but today's question of the day, is that something you would be interested in doing? Should we do it? Or is it going to be a waste of time? Or you don't really know what I'm talking about? Anyways, I'm going to pick one last coral here. And I know you guys are going to run into the store and grab them and gobble them all. I do the same on the site. Same thing on the website. You'll see sometimes once in a while I'll discount something to, you know, crazy price. Oh, let's go with this. This is a nice Micromusa. Normally, look at that, 40 bucks. So the pricing in the store for the, I don't know how it works in the store where you guys are. I know everyone's different. Actually, a lot of stores don't have prices, which I find a little strange, if I do say myself. It's by rack. So see that little $10 mark here? That means all of these are $10 Canadian. And our dollar sucks, so that works out to about $7 US. Or maybe less in euros. Well, maybe the same. Yeah, look at the conversion. This is a $20 rack. So everything here in this section, like you can kind of see this egg crate, is one rack. These are all 20 bucks. Yes, even these Bauer Bankies. What? Who does Bauer Bankies at $20 Canadian? That's 15 bucks US. You know what? Let's get crazy with it. Whatever. No one's here. I'm the boss. I'm not going to give someone a Bauer $10. I know some people out there are going to be watching this like, do that deal online. What are you doing, man? I'm not in the store. Sorry, I don't mean to be a tease. I'm not a stripper. I own a coral store. But same thing over here, 30 bucks, 40 bucks, 50, 60, 80, 100. Colonies. I wish I could show you more. We're just implementing this new number system. So basically, this guy over here is number 12. This one over here is number 21. What you do is go over to our fancy iPad here. Maybe there's some other store owners. I got this idea from another store. So what I like to do is check out all the stores I can and go and take all the ideas. And like, I'm an idea thief. If somebody's doing it smarter than me, why don't I do that? I'm not, there's no problem in copying. Imitation is a form of flattery. So they were doing this. I thought it was the silliest idea. Why would you go to a store and want to look at an iPad when you have the corals right in front of you? It's counterintuitive. I can tell you, customers are drawn to this thing and literally will shop on here and say, ooh, show me this. Where's this? Where is this? Never in a million years did I think someone would ever want to shop like that. but I'm not a retail psychologist, and it's quite surprising. So for example, you know, you look at this one, number 16. Oh, let me see if I can focus. What you see is what you get. Frog spawn, that looks nice. You go over here, number 16. Sometimes looks even better in person. Boom, that's it. It's $100. That's a really nice piece. And I think I'm actually gonna put aside. Sometimes stuff sits here for a while, it gets nicer, it colors up, and I say, okay, I'm gonna keep that. This is one weird hobby though. Like I noticed in a lot of other stores, there aren't prices on the corals. And why is that? A number of reasons. I know some stores, I'm not naming any stores. I've been to probably, I don't know actually, a lot in the US, maybe every single one here up in Canada, a lot of ones here in Europe. Whenever I vacation, I try to go to other stores. I love to see stores in Europe. They're beautiful. They have a different mentality. Go watch this YouTube video about white corals in Germany. It is coral store porn. I can watch it on replay all day. What they have done is something else. I thought our store was nice. This is Mickey Mouse shit compared to what they're doing. Those guys, kudos to you. You guys, the Germans, they've figured it out. Some stores don't have prices, what I was saying. And it's because, at least in my experience, the price changes based on the customer. So I remember that was a huge, huge pet peeve of mine back in the day. Actually, he's no longer in business, so I'm just gonna say the name. Or maybe not, I don't know. Actually, should I say it? Yeah, his name was Tom. Store was called Oakville Reef Gallery out in Oakville. Yeah, Oakville Reef Gallery, of course, Oakville. And I remember coming once to look at a coral, and I drove in my beat up 1993 Honda Del Sol. If you know what that is, it was the most amazing car at the time. It was a shitbox, but I loved it. And the coral, whatever I asked him, was like 20 bucks. I didn't pull the trigger on it. I come back a week later. My mom gives me a ride in her Benz. It was a Mercedes S550. It was a beautiful car. Same exact coral. The guy used to sit at the front window at the store on his butt and look out at the cars as people rolled in. The coral was 60 bucks. I called him out on it. He said, no, that's a different coral. I said, no, it's not. Tom, that's the one. You told me 20 bucks. No, that one's 60 bucks. The price would change based on the car you drove, if you knew what you did for a living, on your age. I don't think that's right. A lot of stores do the same thing. And that was a huge pet peeve of mine. And I don't think it's right. Doesn't matter what you drive, doesn't matter what you wear, doesn't matter what you make, the price is the price. And for some reason in this hobby, it's acceptable. I don't know, to me it's not. So we're not gonna run it that way. I don't mean for this one to be like ranting and raving. I just like talking about sort of my experiences in the hobby and stuff over time, and maybe share with you why the store operates in this sort of fashion, in the way it does. But I'm getting tired of listening to myself talk. So I think that's my cue maybe to wrap this one up. This episode of Fragbox TV. If you are not, that's it. One last thing, I promise, I will let you go. I will let you go. You just got to look at this anemone because it is what? No. Somebody traded it in. Oh, who put the Clarkies in here? Let me see if I can focus past the dirty glass. They're beautiful. Tia spent like an hour last week trying to get them off the rocks because everybody's asking for them. They're huge, they're colorful, they're orange, they're healthy, they're vibrant, they're beautiful. Beautiful animals. And he's extending here past the rack, so we have to like not allow any acro there because, as you know, or if you don't know, an anemone is quite a powerful sting. It's going to kill just about anything it touches. We're trying to get them off the rock. You know who you are. We have a waiting list. We're trying to get them to you. We just want to do it safely and carefully because you can easily hurt them or damage them if you rip them off the rock. It has to be done in a certain way, and I think Tia's the only one in the store with the experience and finesse to remove them. Maybe I should record that if you want to see how to get an anem off the rock. It's not the easiest thing. If they got a good footing, sometimes they find a cave, it's a pain in the ass, and they'll suck themselves into it as soon as you touch them. But that'll be the last sidetrack, guys. I thank you for watching this episode. Like I was saying before I got distracted, we try to do a video every single day of the week. I know, sounds crazy. 7 days a week. We're a little busy right now. We're slacking, doing our best. Yo, what's up? My friend just walked in. So that'll be my cue for sure to wrap this one up. Thank you for watching this episode of Fragbox TV.